Good morning and Jai Shri Krishna. Myself Harsh Mehta. I am taking your 10th standard science and we are continuing with chapter number 1. Now in the previous video, if you have not seen, please go and see that video. In the previous video we started with types of chemical reactions. We have already completed 2 of the chemical reaction types. Now we are going with the third one. The third one is displacement reaction. Students, as we have already discussed in that video, displacement reactions are of 2 types: single or mono displacement reaction and double displacement reaction. Now let us see what is single displacement reaction. Students, in single or mono displacement reaction, a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal and takes its place. For example, let us take an example for this reaction. If I have taken copper and I have reacted with zinc sulfate, this reaction of copper with zinc sulfate is not possible as copper is less reactive than zinc. So this reaction is not possible. But if I do the vice versa of this, as you know, copper is less reactive, zinc is more reactive. So copper cannot displace zinc. But if you do it vice versa, zinc reacts with copper sulfate solution. Then as you have seen in the definition, a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal. So zinc will displace copper inside this reaction. So what will form? Zinc sulfate and copper will be released. So such a single displacement of metal of higher reactivity series displaces the metal of lower reactivity series and thus forms the given compound. Such a reaction is an example of mono displacement or single displacement reaction. Now let us go to the next one, that is double displacement reaction. Students, as the name suggests, mono displacement means one element will be displaced. Here double displacement. So from the name again it suggests that there will be 2 different atoms or groups of atoms displace each other. So in double displacement reaction, 2 elements will get exchanged with each other. For example, if I take ZnSO4 plus NaCl. Now Na is the most higher reactive element. Similarly, zinc is lower than Na. So Na will displace zinc and zinc will take place of Na. Now let us see this. What will happen? It will form NaSO4 zinc chloride. Now if you see, this equation should be balanced. Now according to the valency of these elements, we need to put 2 and 2 over here in order to balance them. Now here also on the left hand side we need to balance them. So I will make 2 over here, 2 NaCl. So now if you see, left hand side and right hand side should be balanced. I have already told in previous classes, in the previous videos also, that whenever you give an example for any type of reaction, the equation should be balanced. So here ZnSO4 plus 2 NaCl gives Na2SO4 plus ZnCl2. So the equation is balanced. If you see here, left hand side 2 Na, here also right hand side 2 Na, here 2 Cl, here also 2 Cl. Here zinc is 1, here also zinc is 1, here SO4, here also SO4. So all the LHS terms are in balance with RHS. So these are both the types of displacement reaction, single displacement and double displacement. Okay students, now we are going to see the next type of reaction inside our chapter number 1. The last type of reaction, that is redox reaction. Students, I have already discussed in the previous video that redox reaction means red terms for reduction and ox terms for oxidation. So together reduction and oxidation are togetherly known as redox reaction. Now let us see what happens in reduction what happens in oxidation. First of all, reduction. Gaining of hydrogen atom is known as reduction. In oxidation, it is gaining of oxygen atom, that is oxidation. Now let us see what happens inside this example. CuO plus H2 gives Cu plus H2O. Now if you see over here, in both these cases, Cu, copper oxide, releases one oxygen and forms copper. See, oxygen is removed, so oxygen is lost over here. So loss of oxygen means what? It is what? Reduction. So here oxygen is removed. If you see, copper oxide is reduced to copper, so oxygen is removed, so it is a reduction process. So I write over here reduction. Next, we'll see about H2. What is H2 over here? H2 gets converted to H2O. So if you see over here one atom of oxygen is added, is gained by hydrogen. So H2 gains one atom of oxygen and forms H2O. So I written over here, oxidation means gaining of oxygen atom. So here H2 gets one oxygen atom and forms water. So here it is oxidation. So in words, if I speak, copper oxide gets reduced to copper, hydrogen gas oxidizes to form water. So the reaction in which both reduction and oxidation both takes place is known as a redox reaction. So this is the redox reaction. Now see the elements of left hand side and right hand side are balanced or not. Here copper is 1, here also copper is 1, here oxygen is 1, here also oxygen on right hand side is 1, here hydrogen is 2, and here also on right hand side hydrogen is 2. So the reaction is balanced. So this is how redox reaction works. So reduction and oxidation both takes place inside the same reaction. Such a reaction is known as redox reaction. So gaining of hydrogen, loss of oxygen is known as reduction. Gaining of oxygen or loss of hydrogen is oxidation. If you see over here, they are both opposite to each other. Here gaining of hydrogen, here gaining of oxygen. Here loss of oxygen, here loss of hydrogen. So they are both reciprocative to each other, reduction and oxidation. So this is an example of redox reaction that we have studied. So students, please go through all the videos to understand all the types of chemical reactions. Try to practice the textbook exercises so that you can come to know you are knowing this types of chemical reactions in a